Welcome to Hardcorxxe Society Wrestling Homecoming, Day 2. Alright, these are the results from Day 2, held by Hardcorxxe Society Wrestling in front of 124 people. Spoiler alert, though, I'm changing the company's name since we're just getting started to Slam City Wrestling, starting in the next video. Anyways, at a pre-show bout that had superb wrestling but little heat, Cohen Burlett defeated Unsocial Jordan in 307 with the Mocha Nurture Driver. Commentary lifted the match 54 here. Heat at the end was expectant and simmering. Cohen's going to be wrestling on the lower card for now, probably in pre-show matches just to get his ratings up. He won't debut for a while, but as you can see, we're having fun in the save. 67 overall for Cohen over Unsocial Jordan. And in the opening show, the crowd cuts open. As now Mike and Cohen are in the ring. Mike welcomes everyone to the show. He says tonight's HSW Homecoming Day 2 and it's more stacked than ever. He says that RVD, the whole fucking show, will be here as a chosen HSW as one of his last stops on his retirement tour, and will be in the main event against the main one, Zilla for 2. Cohen says that Atticus Kogar of Vandal 48, after last week's tag team loss against AJ Gray and one called Manders, will be in action against AJ Gray. And we're going to kick off with a rematch between Shida and Guadabella. So, should be a great show. 57 overall to start. And in about that, a superb wrestling and a decent reaction, La Hija de Guadabella defeated Hikaru Shida, in 11:48 by pinfall when using the ropes for leverage. So it was designed to tell a story with La Hija de Guadabella getting a cheap victory over Hikaru Shida. 66-43 for Shida and Guadabella. Guadabella seemed off of her game, but we worked together, and that by we, I mean me and Cohen. We're doing great. 64 overall. Alright, after the match, La Hija de Guadabella tosses the slapjack out of the ring that she pulled out of her pants and celebrates to a chorus of boos. Evening the score to 1-1. Hikaru Shida and La Hija de Guadabella are likely en route for a rubber match at the next event. She worked the crowd well, though, using the freedom to her advantage. This is great. So, great match here. 61 overall between Shida and Guadabella, and their program will end, or continue/end next show. Alright, next out about that, a great wrestling and decent match. Atticus Kogar defeats AJ Gray with the headlock over 55. Crowd was very hot. Gray and Kogar with a 42 and 59. We advanced the storyline but lost a little heat. That's alright. 55 overall here. With Gray and Kogar. Next up, a video from Rob Van Dam airs saying he's on his last run. He says tonight he'll face Zilla for 2, the main one. He says he's faced many of Zilla's family members, and he's going to show Zilla, just as he showed them, why he's Rob Van Dam. So RVD debuted the whole effing show gimmick. Great rating, commentary, gave it a boost. 43 overall. Alright, next up about that, Greg Heaton, decent wrestling. Mance Warner defeated Ortiz in 12:55 by pinfall with the Dragon Sleeper. The match was designed to revolve around a lot of high spots. 43 overall, white hot. Simmering at the end, 35-32 for wrestling and crowd. Ortiz and Mance with a 45 and 25, and Ortiz debuted the Street Cup gimmick with an adequate, and the Southern Psycho has gotten a great gimmick. I love me some Mance Warner from TNA, and Ortiz is fantastic. Storyline has advanced, lost heat. We're going to have to end that storyline with me and Cohen here. This is the commentary stuff, but regardless, Mance with the victory here tonight at Homecoming Day 2. Next up, the camera finds Tom Lawler backstage. Filthy Tom Lawler excites that he's the baddest motherfucker on the earth today. Tom Lawler promises that he's ready to go up to Alef Coughlin is first on his list. He's here to show everyone here in HSW Slam City Wrestling why he's atop the list of contenders for the Slam City Championship. He didn't do great without a script, that sucks. But Tom Lawler debuted his badass gimmick. It's got a rating of very good. So we lifted the commentary angle here. Alright, that's good. Alright, and in the next match, Josef Samuel defeated Herzog in a deathmatch match by pinfall. He makes defense number 1 of his HSW Ultraviolet Championship, which will be renamed to the Slam City X Championship. Hardcore cruiserweight vibes here. Herzog sustained the same risk. Don't care. You're on a just a one-night show kind of deal, so not a huge deal here. Commentary work well as we know. Herzog with a 31, Josef Samuel with a 49. Alright, Herzog sustained a wrist injury in this match. Well, great job, Cohen. Great job. Alright, and about that, a superb wrestling and a decent reaction. Coughlin drew with Tom Lawler as the match descended into chaos. Tom Lawler lost control, as did Coughlin. 44-61 for Coughlin and Lawler. The Coughlin debuting his Deadeye Draw Knot gimmick got a great rating. The storyline has advanced in game key, and they have pretty good chemistry, which is fantastic. We're finding a lot of stuff here that's really advancing here. I'm finding a lot of chemistry notes. Alright, next up in the main event, and about that, I had superb wrestling and great heat. Zilla for 2, the main one, defeats RVD via pinfall. RVD obviously putting some guys over here in Hardcorxxe Society Wrestling, aka Slam City Wrestling, before he heads out. 47-62 for RVD and Zilla for 2. The main one gimmick's got a great rating. The gimmick idea was a success. Commentary lifted the match. So that's going to be, Slam City Wrestling, a.k.a. Hardcorxxe Society Wrestling's Day 2 of Homecoming. Shouldn't be a terrible show. La Hija de Guadalajara was used too much. We increased our popularity in 42 reasons. The next time you see it's going to be branded everything. Before we get into it, I'll go through the roster. I'll show you what I'm working with as we've debuted everyone here. But until next time, it is me, Mikey Bro, wishing you a glorious rest of your day as we head into the Slam City Wrestling world. And really, that's kind of why I paused a little bit on it at least. But that's for now. Thanks, everyone.